Welcome to our Homologa tutorials where we explore tips and tricks from Homologa, the global crop protection database. Today we will review MRLs full information, the reference module for maximum residue levels in Homologa. MRLs full information offers constantly updated MRLs information from more than 120 countries globally, including current MRLs, full crop details, including the crop originals, as they are mentioned in the original legislations. Specific residue definition, again, including all those originals as mentioned literally in the original legislations. All results are harmonized, considering the most relevant international standards such as the European Crop Codes or CAS numbers, the EPPOs, etc. This module will also offer direct links to the original legislations defining each MRL entry, so if you want to go and check what the legislation literally says, you can use Homologa to go to that particular point. You will have access to all relevant dates related to MRLs such as expirations, proposed and pending MRLs, consultation periods, etc. On top of all these elements, MRLs full information will offer also advanced options such as future MRLs, MRLs evolution, import tolerances, MRL exceptions, limit of determinations, etc. All in all, this module includes all the updated information you might need to master maximum residual levels globally. In this table you can check all the available fields for this module. As you can see, it is quite extensive, so feel free to pause the video here in case you need to check them in detail. With this information in mind, let us jump into the tool and check how this module works. Now that we are here in Homologa, we must go to the Search tab, and under MRLs we are going to be able to see MRLs full information. Once we click into the module, we'll be able to select the region or the country. We have a crop filter with different fields to enter information. We have an active filter and then an advanced filter where we can filter future MRLs, evolution, import tolerances, exceptions and limit of terminations. For the purpose of this video tutorial, I was going to extract information about MRLs for rice in the US. In order to do that, I have to enter the US in the country. Let us select USA, and then I will enter my rice in the crop filter by selecting rice. Now I will run this report so I can have all these actives/MRLs in my results. I can see in the display of the results that I have 1,192 results for my selection. You can also see that I have all my different varieties of rice for the United States. If I scroll to the right, we have more information about the crop variety, if it is available in the original source of the data. And then if I keep scrolling to the right, I can see that under active ingredient, we are going to be able to see the different active ingredients. Then we have the CAS number column, and next to the CAS number column, we are going to be able to see the amount. I can see the amount that is defined for each one of those MRLs for those active ingredients. For example, for 2.4D, you can see that we have 2 ppms for rice hulls. I am checking the crop original, as it is mentioned in the legislation for the US or for this particular crop. Then, for 2.4D again, it would be 2 ppm. If I keep scrolling to the right, I will have more information about the legislation defined in that parameter. I have the last update and the information about the ratio definition. If I click here, I should be able to go and see what it says literally for 2.4D for rice in the US. I can even go to the original legislation. If I click here on this link, it will take me exactly that point in the legislation defining the values for 2.4D. As you can see, we are in the Code of Federal Regulations in the US, Title 40, Chapter 1, Subchapter E, Part 180, Subpart C. This is where 2.4D is defined for rice among some other crops over there. This is how useful Homologa will be, because you are actually going to be able to go exactly to the legislation defining that value. On the very right of this report, you can see that we have future information, future amounts, level of determination. If there is a change that is going to affect this particular crop in the future, we are going to be able to see those changes in this column. We also have exceptions, import tolerances, and more. To finish this example, I would like to filter only future information for rice in the US. To do so, I will just go to the Advanced filter, and under Future MRLs, I can select Pending and Proposed MRLs only. I then rerun this report to extract only those results with future information for rice in the US. It turns out that I have 3 results, and those changes are related to clothianidin and thiamethoxam. Here we are going to have an amount, which is 0.5. It is a temporary amount for clothianidin. Then it seems that in the future, if I scroll to the very right, that value is going to go down to 0.02, which is going to be defined by this legislation over here. Same for the second entry for thiamethoxam, where you can see that it is temporary 6 ppm and it is going to go down to the level of quantification in the states. Again, if you want to go to the links or to the risk definitions, you can always check that within Homologa. This is how complete the information is offered in this module, within Homologa. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found these tips and tricks for using Homologa helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest tutorials. See you in the next video. Goodbye.